every rocket has a launch option.
Tom Sachs is a provocative contemporary artist known for his pop culture references and bricolage creations. His work has been exhibited worldwide, from New York City's Museum of Modern Art to the Pompidou Center in Paris. But there's one space he's been particularly excited about pushing his art into, and that's NFTs. I caught up with Tom in his New York City studio in Soho to discuss his latest passion project, Rocket Factory, and how he sees NFTs changing the art world.
Basically, it's a Web3 project. It's a series of NFTs, 3,000 of them. 1,000 nose cones, 1,000 bodies, 1,000 tail assemblies. Those three are combined into one, and it constitutes a rocket. And that rocket is a little drawing, a little JPEG of a physical rocket. And it could be a perfect rocket, meaning all three the same brand, like 3 Chanels. It could be a Franken-rocket, which is like a Lisa Simpson, a Budweiser, and a Snickers. Once you assemble your rocket, you select a launch date. I build that rocket in physical space, a little 12-inch model rocket, launch it, and then send it to you.
Obviously, there's a lot of buzz in this space still, but just because there's a lot of excitement doesn't mean everything is great. And so I'd love to get from your perspective, like, what makes a good NFT art project? Well,
let's start off by saying it's all terrible with a very few number of exceptions.
Well, damn, okay.
I would avoid this area completely and focus on the very, very few good things. But even country music's got Hank Williams and Dolly Parton and Patsy Cline.
I love Patsy Cline.
And there are others.
Yeah.
But I'm saying even the most derided pop culture experience has its greats. And I think we have to focus on that. Yeah. It's very easy to hate on NFTs, or more importantly, the smart contract. This is an exciting time. I don't think we're going to even remember that art led it.
So what would you say a Rocket Factory represents in your line of work? Because this is your first foray into NFTs, and so how's this project been for you? I mean, like, what's sort of your takeaway so far in doing a project like this?
Well, I think for the first time since the late 80s, I feel part of a community, a grassroots art community. And that reminds me of the American punk rock and hardcore movement. This isn't as much about the art world as it is about the banking industry. We have an opportunity to disrupt generations-long tradition of unfairness and racist and classist banking structures. This is a way to destroy Chase Bank, like to ruin and displace Deutsche Bank with something that's fair for everyone, and gives the private sector an opportunity to participate. That you don't have to go to a physical bank. And this is the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, you can kind of see it with Venmo, PayPal, same thing. It's going in that direction. And we have a revolution in front of us. We have an opportunity, if we all participate in this, of changing the world. So if you're a banker, use Venmo and PayPal. If you are a pizza maker, accept Bitcoin. If you're an artist, do your projects with smart contracts.
Your inspirations seem pretty clear. Pop culture, consumerism, space is a huge thing. How would you describe sort of that underpinning of your art?
Well, I think authenticity is everything, and finding a sense of cultural identity. I grew up in the suburbs, and there was no appreciation of history or cultural background. My family's cultural history seemed to be erased for much more seductive consumerism as religion. So it was hard to find anything to attach to. And that emptiness has kept me in search of meaning. And I think that's why I've always been attracted to other cultures. And the dominant culture of the American experience is the African diaspora. That is like what, if there's any culture that defines us, I mean, of course, it's like the melting pot, but that's the thing that defines the American experience. And I think that's why, and so many people, I think, understand that And that's why like the music and art of the diaspora has been so influential. But I'm a white kid from Connecticut, so that's not mine to claim.
I was gonna say you're welcome.
Yeah, I mean, thank you. It's always been about not culturally appropriating, but exploring a culture, adopting parts of it, becoming part of it for so long that I'm no longer a visitor, but that I contribute to the culture. Like, for example, I make the best boomboxes in the world, and I'm not from the South Bronx. Art is everything and everything is art. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. So enough people believe me that I'm actually gonna do this, and because we back it up from years experience, that we physically deliver this rocket. And I think we're the only ones who deliver a meat space physical thing. It's been a big lift, but it's been really rewarding.